Now check it out. This is how it's lining up. This is by the weekend's points. Whoever has the most points has done the best. They go to the back of the field. Then the less points go up front. So we're Cole Potts on the pole. Paul the Dude Morris right next to him. Row number 2, Bill Hines and Toby Price.
Yeah, back to Russell Ingall starting in 5th position. Greg Biffle, his first ever appearance in Australia, will start further down the field. We got Gavin Harlan, Matt Brabham, Robbie Gordon, and Matt Nolan, who was a DNF in race number 1 yesterday. So you're rewarded for going too well yesterday. We have a competition caution that comes up around lap number 5. We'll slow them all down, regroup, and let them loose for the final 4 laps of the race. It's so good to have him back in Australia. There's been so much hype and anticipation, and I guess persistence to get him back on the shores here.
A lot of persistence, a lot of hard work, and it's all come to fruition. And the reception that we have received is just outrageous. I mean, absolutely outrageous. Not as outrageous as Tim's running form out there on the front stretch, but absolutely outrageous. The fans have just been flocking over to Fernie Street where our paddock is, and it's been really exciting just to see the reception we got, and pictures and the autographs, and taking the tram back and forth through town. I just hear so many people speaking of the Super Truck, so really exciting to be here, and even more exciting for what 2020 is bringing for us around the corner.
It's going to be awesome. An 8-round calendar next year, which will take in 8 stops to the Virgin Australia Supercars Tour. Nonetheless, the lights go out and we get underway. The 2 green machines will lead us away with Cole Potts and Paul Morris clearing the first ramp. You got Bill Hines running in 3rd, Toby Price in 4th as they settle into single file for the first of 10 laps. Great to see Cole Potts at the front of the field again. He won a race on the streets of Adelaide last year, what was only his 2nd race in the series, but more known for his off-road racing over in the States.
Well, Cole Potts, and I've said this before, Cole Potts is always fast. There's a fast Cole Potts, and then there's just a lightning, you cannot catch me Cole Potts. And he's been struggling a little bit in practice qualifying in race 1, but now he's on the pole. He has no one around him. I don't know if that's going to help him because he likes to be in the mix. Cole Potts, he's kind of an animal, man. And he loves to be in the mix. He loves to bump and grind with the other drivers and stuff. And I think that thrill of that just pumps him up. I'm wondering if starting up front with clean air, if it's going to help him or not.
We'll find out. Matt Nolan at the tail of the field of this at the moment. Down the inside is Biffle, bringing back the Biff at turn number 11. They're almost 3 wide. And what's been a real car reader this weekend at the Vodafone Gold Coast 600. Gee, Biffle's been impressive. His first look at the track, he was a bit daunted by it on Friday in practice and qualifying, but now he's swinging with some of the best in Stadium Super Trucks right now.
Absolutely. You know, you got Greg Biffle, Russ Ingall, Toby Price right there in the pack. Then you see to the right of your screen on board with Robbie Gordon. He's right behind Matty Brabham. Just those names alone in motorsport is huge, which is a testament to the ability and skill these drivers have in these trucks as they come down to the chicane area. This is just to slow them down before they get to the jumps on the front stretch. We can't be jumping these things. We tried. We can't be jumping these things at 130, 140 miles an hour. It doesn't work. So they go in there to pit in, come back out. Everyone gets down the front stretch nice and clean.
Russell Ingall has inherited the Matt Brabham landing on the nose in the Boatworks. Number 39 into the S's for the 2nd lap. He's behind 2-time Dakar legend Toby Price. Is down to turn number 4, lap 2. Cole Potts, a 20-year-old from Scottsdale, Arizona, leads the race from Morris, Hines, Biffle, and Toby Price, who worked the backside of the circuit.
Let's take a minute here and talk about right there the number 57 of World Gym there, Bill Hines. Hines, I told him yesterday, man, he has run so well. He's done such an impressive job, and he, once again, is right in the pack as he is on board here with World Gym and Method Wheels. The thrill is very comfortable here in the Gold Coast, and he's looking at what could possibly be a podium. He's got the speed to do it.
Gavin Harlan was dropping down our order. I saw him in the background of the shot as well. The man at podium yesterday in 3rd position. Look at Gordon. Oh, man, they're stacking up. And again, Price is caught up in it. He gets into Ingall. We've lost Gavin Harlan down the field. I just saw it slowing on the way out of turn number 4.
Ingall getting around right there, getting in a little contact with Price. Price was kind of helped out. He was going to go and spin around a little bit further there, but a couple of the other competitors getting into him kept him going straight, so he's still in the mix, but definitely lost 2 spots right there. He's not going to be happy with that. And the thing is about Toby Price, the Dakar superstar, the aggressiveness of some of the 2-wheel desert racing stuff he does, and it's brought to here, he really pushes the limits of what these trucks can do, and he knows at times as he's sideways right there, just collects himself. Toby Price knows, he's like, man, this might not work. but I'm going to do it anyways. I'm going to stick the nose in there with some serious authority.
So lap 3 of 10. We've got some news on the earlier incident today with Rihanna Green on Scott McLaughlin.
Yeah, Nolte, we do have some breaking news. I'm with Supercars medical doctor, Dr. Carl. You have a further update on Scott McLaughlin.
Yeah, look, I just wanted to let everyone know that Scott's fine, like he feels well. However, as we know, it was a significant impact. We've now got data to show that it was actually a 42 impact onto that wall, which caused irreparable damage to the car as well as to the wall. So after further observation, we've decided that he's best being looked after in a hospital. So he's actually going by ambulance to a hospital. He's going by ambulance purely so we can get him out of the race precinct effectively, rather than a normal car. But he is completely fine, but we do want to look after him and make sure that he doesn't have any delayed onset symptoms.
So you just want some further observation for Scott in an environment where you can do further tests and look after him at the best capabilities.
Exactly, just to remove him from all the pressures of being here on the racetrack, trying to answer all the questions that he's being asked about, what actually happened.
We appreciate your time. Thank you very much, Dr. Carl.
Pleasure.
Thanks to Rihanna Green and to Dr. Carl Lee. The update on Scott McLaughlin after that big crash earlier today in Armour All qualifying. The 17 will not start in the Vodafone Gold Coast 600 later on this afternoon, but our attention firmly focused on the front. We just saw a moment with Morris. He stuck the Hulk 4x4 for a look down the inside of Cole Potts down at turn number 4. Jump in car with the dude who's won here before, in fact back in 2015, landing down on the nose. They've got a gap on Bill Hines, who's about to be passed by Robbie Gordon on the charge down to the chicane. We jump in car, it's Potts, Morris, Hines, Gordon, and Greg Biffle as we work lap number 4 of the Stadium Super Trucks here on the streets of Surfers Paradise. Gordon trying the outside. You watch Biffle here, making the move. 2 NASCAR stars side by side, and Biffle has gone straight past Gordon.
Look at him, 4 trucks in the air at the same time. Biffle gets past Gordon, gets past Hines, should be getting past Hines. Who's going to give right here as they go into this chicane? Hines, he goes wide and doesn't give, stays in front, misses that. So Biffle might get a little aggressive with him on that one. We are going to see a comp caution coming up here in a little bit, and I'm curious to see what race control says about that. Hines missed that chicane, didn't give, stayed out in front. That was a pass, in my opinion, that Biffle had.
So turn 11, 5 trucks scrapping this one out, while Cole Potts has 1.4 seconds on Paul Morris. Hines runs in a very strong 3rd position. He's been driving so many different cars over the past 12 months. He got that breakthrough win at Lake Elsinore at the stadium a couple of years ago. That's really given him some confidence. Here's the replay across the top of the ramp for Gordon, trying to make the move on Hines on the run down to turn number 1.
That was a pretty aggressive move, almost a piggyback, landing on the back of him there. He actually said earlier today, he's like, I think I can get more drive than these other drivers can coming out of that chicane, and that was a test to see if it worked. He almost made it happen. As right now, still, the race is Hines with a lot of talent behind him. Where's our leaders? Potts and Morris, they're in a race of their own. They have checked out right now. Very similar speed. Potts was a little faster earlier on. Morris found a little speed. There's pretty similar lap times right now with our top 2. But 3rd, all the way back through 6 and 7 are all over each other right now.
And remember, the competition caution should be coming out towards the end of this lap. Bill Hines, the cork and the champagne bottle in this battle. He's 3rd, but they've lost about 7 seconds, while Gavin Harlan is back in the pits. Tough break for the man with 4 victories next to his name in season 2019. The VP Racing Fuels car has been there for several laps now.
Well, here's the key to this. If they get the number 55 VP Racing Fuels road pod truck back out there before the comp caution is over, they'll put him on the lead lap. They'll start at the tail, but they'll put him on the lead lap. Gavin Harlan, the Cobra, he's been in that position before, and he's been able to strike and put himself on the podium. So it's not quite over yet. No one's waving the white flag. No one's throwing in the towel. Gavin Harlan still has a chance, but he's got to get out here on this lead lap.
We'll wave the yellow flag, not the white flag this time,
right,
and slow the field down. Well, 5 laps in, and Cole Potts will stack the field up with Paul Morris in 2nd. Take a look at another replay here. So you've got Hines, Biffle, then behind is Price, locking up. Ingle behind, Gordon sending smoke signals off the beach, and Bradman just gives a bit of a bump on the way through turn number 11.
That was a little bit of everyone right there. Smoke bellowing off the Continental tires, the Toyota tires, all of them. Here's another look. Engel gets into the back, a little bit of Price, gets a little sideways. Robbie Gordon, he comes in, smoke off all 4 tires. that's just a testament of how hard these guys are running and pushing the capabilities of these trucks to make them run as deep as they can in the turns and get them around without taking each other out. It's a very, very fine line, to say the least.
Russell Ingall, who debuted at the Sydney Motorsport Park event in 2018, hopefully will do some more international races next year, but certainly a shoe-in, you'd have to say, for the 8-round series that starts in Adelaide in February. It's going to take in some tracks like Symmons Plains. We go back to Perth. We're going back to Darwin, Townsville. Sydney Motorsport Park will be on the calendar as well next year. So really exciting time for the Stadium Super Trucks as Cole Potts brings us back around, and the second half of race 2 of the Stadium Super Trucks, their return to Australia this weekend, is back underway.
So the green flag flies on the second lap right there. The leader sets the pace. He can check up if he wants to, a little dirty, but he can do it, or just let her eat, and he just let her eat on that one. So Cole Potts, the Security State Bank number 60, still in the lead from green to green so far. The one and only mandatory competition cautions in the record books, and so might this pass be by Paul Morris. He makes it pretty clean. It's a twofer. Looks like Morris dragged Hines up into P2. Bill, the Thrill, is going to be all wound up as he tags in right behind his buddy. They're going to the front.
We didn't give that enough credit. That was impressive for Hines.
Yes, it was.
He got him on the way through turn number 4. So the Thrill on the charge, the Method Wheels. Number 57, he's been racing the Aussie racing cars here as well at the Vodafone Gold Coast 600, so he's done enough laps this weekend to get familiar with the course, while we keep an eye on Gordon and Brabham, who started at the back of the field for winning the race, a complete inversion. Hey, that's the best view. We should be up there.
Right there. That is BC up there, Brad up there, and Scott Stroop with Boost Mobile Super Trucks, getting the bird's eye view, if you will, down on the track for some of that B-roll. And speaking of B's, Matty Brabham in the number 83. He's looking pretty racy back there, but he's got a lot of way to go if he wants to make it up to the podium. As you see Paul and Morris in the lead. Super front end low, rear end high.
Lap 6 of 10 in the Stadium Super Trucks here today at Surfers Paradise. And we're still waiting for the big moment to happen here, because Morris has taken the lead. He's taken his good buddy Bill Hines up into second spot now. Cole Potts, Greg Biffle. Can't say enough about the man from Vancouver, Washington. There he is in the Continental Tires entry, ahead of Gordon and ahead of Brabham. But you get the feeling there's more to play out. That's a guarantee.
Absolutely, there's still a lot of race left to go. Impressive so far by all the guys, really staying right on top of one another. Speaking right in the mix, in the lead. Dude, Paul Morris, how's it going up front?
I've got a good lead here now, brother. Woo-hoo! I've got the Thrill running shotgun. He's running tailgater for me, mate.
It's like he's thrown an invisible line and just latched onto the rear tail bar of your truck, but he's been menaced now by Cole Potts. Gee, it's good racing. You're having fun, aren't you?
Mate, what's this? Wide open. Woohoo!
So, Paul, you're out there looking good. You got your good friend and teammate right behind you here. Almost running block. He's not trying to, but he's got the elbows up for you, brother.
No, he's going good. I'm just checking him in the mirror. Teamwork makes the dream work.
We saw you land on the nose on the previous lap. What's that feeling like when it goes through your body when you land like that?
It's all good, mate. As long as your front or rear axle, just flat landing's no good. It's this one here.
Right on to this one here. Back on the front wheels.
Yeah, that's the one there.
Go.
That's the one there, mate. Just got to get a good exit off here.
Hey, dude, we might need to let you go because your teammate just caught you and he's heavy on the tail.
Okay, brother.
Back into it. Paul Morris leads, and now Bill Hines less than a truck length behind as they come through to complete lap number 7 of this race. It's a different looking top 5. Brabham and Gordon stuck in the middle of this group. There goes the barrier. I don't know if they came for the 83 or the 7. Hard to tell.
Watch for some, what we might call too much hang time for the last couple trucks because that chicane was missing. And I noticed they said, hey, the chicane was gone. Our last few trucks just headed right at the ring.
Cole Potts, Biffle, Brabham and Gordon. You got Russell Ingall just behind. And tailing out today is Toby Price. Gavin Harlan is now back out on the circuit, and so too is Matt Nolan. Lap 8 of 10 here in the Stadium Super Trucks, final race of the weekend. Their return to Australia. Back inside the Speed Energy Menards number 7. of IndyCar star, NASCAR star. This guy's placed on the podium before, but that was back in 1993. Robbie Gordon running back in 6th position as here comes the charge down the back straight with Morris, Hines and Potts in top 3, covered by less than a second, and the dramas continue for the VP Racing Fuels entry.
So there we are. You look in the back, Russ Ingall and Toby Price, they have had a serious battle together. Everyone's looking pretty good. Trucks aren't too torn up, but not the two of them. And the majority of that has come from one another. It seems like little contact with some other drivers, but Ingall and Price have got their work cut out for them just dealing with one another. Never mind the rest of the pack right now. They're all over each other.
100%. Look, the crowd's all pressed up against the fence here. They've been pouring in all morning for the Vodafone Gold Coast 600. The door opens wide now for Brabham. He's going to get 2 for the price of 1. He'll go side by side with Potts. But remember, that water barrier's not there, so we've got a straight line into this point. No, they've got back out there and recovered it. That's good. It's a single file.
Now, how amazing is this? First, Morris all the way back to 8th place, Ingall, all within a second of each other. I'm not just talking lap times, but I'm talking basically on the track. These guys are all right on top of one another. Potts gives him the shimmy shake. He gets in front of Hines. Now Hines has got Brabham behind him as well. It is a very meaty sandwich with Hines right in the middle. We got Potts taking on some heavy contact. Oh, gets into the wall all on his own. That is Craig Biffle in the Continental 16. I don't believe he got any help there, but the inside of that wall did collect him a little bit. Right now, we've got Hines getting some serious pressure by Grabs and Gordon. Look at them side by side. Hines smokes through the barrier. So does Robbie Gordon. Way too much. Grabs says, you're going to do it. So am I. We're coming down to the nitty-gritty. You're cheating. I'm cheating too.
It just leveled out, didn't it? Morris locks up. Potts back into 2nd position. 2 remaining. The pressure rises in the kitchen of the Stadium Super Trucks and down into turn number 12.
I gotta say, even after that chicane with Hines, Gordon, and Brabham, I'm impressed. They came in hot, they all knew it, but none of them hit the barriers. They were smart enough to say, hey, listen, I might get a penalty. Uh-oh, could have a pass for earlier on. The dude takes the short way around the track, doesn't work for him. We're back to where we started. Cole Potts, Security State Bank number 60. He never stops. Just keeps digging it. I told you before, the kid's an animal. He's back in the lead. The dude drops back 1 more position.
And he can barely see over the steering wheel, can Cole Potts. But man, he's got the fire lit today in that Security State Bank entry. Gordon giving Hines a real hurry up. On this, the final lap, Brabham has got up into 3rd position while that's been going on as well, because Hines was all kinds of out of shape out of the final turn.
How about Bill Hines? We've known Hines to get a little too much pressure, a lot of contact, and he'll kind of back it down. Uh-oh. And there goes Cole Potts.
And
Brabham goes, I think, from maybe 3rd or 4th into the lead. So Potts goes around, got a little assistance, possibly from the dude right there. Now Brabham, for the first time in the lead. This is not good for anyone else, because Matty Brabham, when he's unleashed, it's hard to catch him, but it's even harder to pass him.
Absolutely. And he will just plant that skinny pedal to the firewall on the final lap. Potts, you can see the frustration. He planted the pedal, lit up the tires, but it's at the back of this group of trucks now. Into turn 11. Brabham from near back of the field. He started from position number 8. Finds himself in the lead. The series leader in 2019, defending Stadium Super Truck Series champion.
We are Brabham, Morris, and Hines. I told Hines yesterday, man, I'm like, dude, you can podium this. You can do it. He's like, oh, man, I'd be happy with the top 5. Well, I tell you what, brother, this might be your time here in Surfers.
He needs this turn to be absolutely perfect, because Gordon is hustling them along. The view from the Speed Energy Menards, number 7, heading down the main straight for the final time. Brabham, opportunistic at turn 4, is going to pick up another win. It's victory 5 of the season and another win of Surfers Paradise. He spent a lot of his youth growing up here and picks up the win. Morris 2nd, and the Thrill scores a podium in the Stadium Super Trucks for the first time since Lake Elsinore in 2018. Makes the podium. Gordon was 4th. Toby Price and Engel will be 5th and 6th here today. Incredible race. It was going to be Cole Potts, the leader in this shot right here. but it all changed at turn 4. Brabham by less than 2 seconds from Morris, Hines, Gordon, Toby Price, Russell Ingall, Cole Potts back to 7th, then Biffle, Matt Nolan and Gavin Harlan, who stopped late in the race in race number 2 of the Stadium Super Trucks here today on the GC. We just try and take in some oxygen now ourselves after that race.
When we watch this, every time I'm like, how are they going to hold it together for 10 laps? But it ends up working. It's talk about working really hard was Cole Potts out in front, but Bill Hines, what an impressive ride from him as we're on board right here, getting a good look at him. Now everyone comes in. We got 4, 8, 12, 16 tires just smoking into that turn right there. And then we see another shot of them where they all kind of collect themselves a little bit. No one's fault. Everyone ran it in deep right here as we are 4 trucks in the air at the same time coming over this section right here. And then this is where we saw the dude, almost over the handlebars, collects himself, but looking good, looking positive. He said, hey, mate, not a big deal. I'm all good.
The ultimate tooth chipper coming down from the ramp. Saw Hines almost get into the back at the final turn. Bill Hines, very aggressive this week, and this is great to see. And Greg Biffle dispatched on his way back to Cavill Avenue with that move at turn number 4. Then, this moment, the 2 green machines side by side, and Morris squared off the wall here.
And look at Cole Potts set that up long before that ramp. He knew what he was doing. He almost missed it with 2 tires so he could aim for the inside. Then they got into it right here. And just, I guess, I don't know, it's a racing incident. It's the last lap. Couple turns left to go. Aggression's going to come out, man. That's what it's all about.
Incredible. And Brabham did get a bit of a mark on the side of his Carlisle Performance entry. Got the job done on the very final lap. The winner of race 2 of the Stadium Super Trucks here today in Surfers Paradise. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Incredible having to have these guys back. Well, Toby Price is sprinting because he's going to be back out very soon in the East Coast Bull Bars Super Utes tonight. Supercars trackside is right after the podium, and the news is already massive after what we saw in qualifying and the top 10 shootout. My thanks to Sean Sermony. On Thursday afternoon, we had the amazing Pertec Pit Stop Challenge, which is always a crowd hit. It was rescheduled after Bathurst. Here's some of the highlights.